How does your environment affect your mental health? Let's dive right into it by understanding the environment-mental health connections. Our surroundings shape a lot more than our daily routine. They influence everything from how we think to how we feel and function in life and everyday tasks. Let's consider how noise from loud music and the loud noise from the street might make it hard to concentrate on your work. Or is it our conjunction used to connect to our more alternatives or possibilities? Sometimes it indicates that one or more of options are true, but not necessarily to respond like the place where we spend most of our time home, work, school, and even socially can significantly impact our mind, mental, well, and psychologically. These are called environmental factors that slows the mind down of mental health that most of us suffer from. Am I right or am I wrong? Please leave your comment. I would like to know. Let's dive deeper into this mental health growth together. As a child, I watched so many of my family members suffer from mental illness, from depression, and it was hard telling myself that I was the only insane one. While dealing with my own mental health issues, silently as I got older, I continued to deal with my own mental health illness in silence, afraid to speak out because I thought I was the strongest of them all, the only insane one. But still dealing with my own mental health issues, after leaving a stressful and toxic environment and moving to a peaceful one, things begin to change. I noticed drastically changes in my mental health. I noticed periods of increased sleep, often called sacred rest or healing fatigue. This phenomenon is not a form of laziness, but rather a natural and necessary phase of recovery and healing that both our body and mind needs. Here's why we might sleep more in a peaceful environment after stress. To catch up on sleep debt, prolonged stress, like that experience in a toxic environment that we all are familiar of. Let's get deeper. Once you are in a safe and peaceful environment, our bodies can now prioritize rest and recovery. Oh, I know that very well. And it feels so good, leading into increased sleep to pay off this sleep debt. So smile and enjoy a good night's sleep. We all deserve it. Healing from prolonged stress. What do we do? When our bodies are in survival mode due to constant stress, it is always on high alert and ready to respond to danger. Once the threat is gone, our nervous system can finally relax, allowing our bodies to focus on healing. Who all can relate? I know. This healing process can involve allowing significant changes in our sleep, as it helps repair and restore the body. That helps with processing emotional and psychological traumas that we all go through sometime in our life, where stress and trauma can significantly impact the brain, affecting memory and consolidation and our emotional regulations. Sleep, healing, relaxation, and peaceful environments plays a powerful role for the mind to rest, to get back to being normal. It could be very hard, especially when doing things on our own. Some people have to go to retreats to find peace, and that's when it becomes difficult because people don't want to leave their families, their jobs, or sometimes their environment. How do we deal with that? If untreated, it can lead to reducing cortisol levels, a stress hormone that can distract our sleep and have negative effects on serious body functions like unhealthy eating habits, weight gain, poor eyesight, and many health problems. Resting in a peaceful environment allows cortisol to normalize, promoting better sleep and overall good health, dissociation, and processing. In some cases, too much sleep, excessive sleep, after leaving a toxic situation, toxic environment may be a form of dissociation or a way for the brain to process a large amount of accumulated trauma. It's important to know that this increase of sleeping is normal and healthy and responds to stress reduction, so take advantage of it as much as you can and when you can. I know I will. It's much needed for my healing process. However, if you're concerned about excessive sleeping patterns, it's always visible to consult a professional. I'm not claiming to be a professional to rule out any underlying health issues. I'm just a writer who writes what God has placed on my heart to say and speak a little about what I'm going through and has experienced in my life, so you can get to know a little bit about me. The writer who writes this inspirational poetry to share across the world and hopes that whoever is experiencing environment, mental health that we are go through this message is not for everyone. You'll know if it's for you. Thank you for listening. And if my poetry is something that has influenced you, please subscribe and share and leave a comment below.